Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Cang Toys Landmini, which is of course their miniature version of Landbull, which is of course their take on a Generation 1 Tantrum. So for that reason we're going to do some comparisons with the original Generation 1 figure. We're going to do some comparisons with some other legend scale figures. So we've got some new age Hawk and Agamemnon, which is of course Megatron and Ironhide. We can have a look at a Magic Square Trailbreaker, and of course really importantly we've also got Cang Mini Femini there as well, so their take on Mini Dive Bomb. So quite a bit to get through with this video, loads more comparisons to do as well. So as I start to pop all these away, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if they could hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And the other thing is to thank Shozy Store, which is who I purchased this from, and as you can see they got him out to me super nice and safe. In fact he came as well in a bag but in his own little shipping box, and even that was well packaged. And we've got this, which again, look at the beautiful box here. This is fully reflective, so the more light you get on it, the more you can see. It goes all the way around to the side as well, so we've got good product shots there. You can see again when the light catches it, it's brilliant. There's alternate mode and robot mode. No product shots yet of the fully combined mode, or indeed which limb he's going to be, so this is going to be very interesting because I've not seen this figure at all yet. I've seen a couple of pictures of him, and that is literally all I know. So when we open him up here, my first impressions of this are going to be completely genuine, as they always are, because that's what I like to do. I like looking at pictures of them, but I don't like to see other people's reviews. Nothing against them, I'll watch them afterwards, but for myself, I will do this video first and have a look. Now already he's looking brilliant. He's got a very similar paint job to, colour-wise, yeah, I suppose colour-wise, what I mean by is lots of reflective stuff. What is this? This must be maybe his foot. Maybe he's going to be a foot, I would imagine. So that looks like one of his blasters, a gun. And this must be a sword, because all of the Predacons in G1, they had a sword. So that looks to be all his accessories. I'm just going to fold this up. Hopefully I can keep this box inside without it reflecting too much, because it's lovely. Right then, first impressions. Now obviously I don't think this is how he should be transformed. I will do a proper comeback to robot mode towards the end towards the end of the video, but for now this is just exactly that. First impressions, you've just seen me take him out of the box. Wow, look at that head sculpt, it's beautiful. It looks like it might have some light pipe in there actually. We've got, oh, is there? Yeah, there is. There's a little bit of light piping. I just noticed that there, because on the back of the head you can see it's all yellow, so there's light piping there on his eyes. That's a great start straight away. Really liking that. I thought the head sculpt was good anyway, but now I've just seen that, that's even better. There's full detail in there on the visor, around the mouth. So articulation wise, up, down, around, to the side, it's incredibly stiff. Shoulders are, again, as you'd expect. Yep, they're super stiff, but they will go all the way. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. All the way around. Yeah, it will move. It's all right. It's bicep flexion, swivel. Yep. Wrist, no wrist swivel, I don't think. Again, I'll correct myself later if I'm wrong. It looks like we can move this hip skirt up. Do we have a waist? Yes we do, it's just above it. The legs are on massive ball and socket, so that's fully articulate. Knee bend, ankle tilt, and that's pretty much it. Again, exactly what you'd expect, full articulation. In fact, yeah, while we're looking at it, just look at the detail there on the front of his chest. I love the fact we've got metallic and reflective paint on it, with regards to some just dull as well, at the reds, just like a matte, but then again when you catch it, it does look reflective as well. Gunmetal grey, silver, lovely oranges, absolutely stunning. And as I said, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that's exactly how it goes, it doesn't look like how it is. I will correct myself towards the end. This is just the first impressions. There is his blaster, again, highly detailed, bit of metallic parts there. The sword looks even better. That's quite sharp actually, just to let you know, but of course this is an adult collectible. That even rotates, brilliant. And I've got, to be honest, it's definitely got to be a foot. Not much idea of what this is yet, but I'm going to have a look at the instructions now, and then we're going to come right back and he's going to be in his alternate mode. Okay then, so he's back, he's in the alternate mode, and a quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. That is for a couple of reasons. One is to keep the main length of this video down, and the second is not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want it spoiling for themselves. The other reason as well is the instructions that come with them. To be honest, they're pretty useless. The Famini one was much better. Whereas this one, it's just really difficult. I find it incredibly difficult to transform him, but I will be uploading a separate transformation process video which should help you with regards to that. However, the alternate mode does look amazing, and you need to be aware that this sound is, unfortunately, it looks like to be completely normal. It's under no duress. It doesn't look like it's breaking. It just looks at that. So unfortunately, the sounds that it makes. Now, the good thing is that, of course, the colour scheme is carried on through into this alternate mode. And as I say, I think it looks stunning. There's other bits that I've missed out when he was in robot mode. Here, we've got the Cang 02 there on the back of that, which obviously must refer to the number that he is. We've got articulation in the tail that just appeared from underneath there. There's obviously full articulation on each leg, on each hoof, like so. The horns as well, there's articulation there. There's articulation on the head. That's on a huge ball and socket. You can open the mouth again as well. It's really good. It's not just a simple case of, usually when you get like I suppose animal sort of alternate modes, a lot of the time you just fold everything down, a little bit like, here we go, here's the generation 1 version, where you can pretty much tell that when he was in robot mode that you've got the legs and you've got the arms, and we just folded them over on themselves to create the alternate mode. Whereas with this, a lot more has gone into this. I don't think it's too much. I think it's actually not too bad. As I say, I just don't think the instructions helped at all, unfortunately. But I won't say too much on that. I've also worked out that this is obviously going to be the foot, but it's also a stand. This is, again, a bit of genius. So you can bring this up, fold this all the way around and up. This would probably be better for someone like Dive Bomb, to be honest, if I was going to attach him on that. Instead of this particular one, I'm just wondering how we could get it attached, probably more in robot mode, but that's just a really cool, I suppose, added bonus extra gimmick, because it's a foot, basically. In essence, it is a foot for the main combiner, and it is now a stand. Because we've got a hole or a port on the top of there, shall we say, we can, of course, attach his blaster, which looks really good. And, of course, we can move the head up as well to disguise and cover up a few of the things there. Again, few size comparisons. He's pretty, you know, he's a nice size legend scale, to be honest. He really does look good compared to all of these. There you have it. Right, let's get him back to his robot mode then. I think I'm going to do the combiner limb mode separately, but for now, let's get him back into his robot. Okay then, back for the final time, just as a quick little bonus, I suppose. This is his combiner mode. This is, of course, where he's going to be one of the legs, and once again, the transformation process, of course, will be separately uploaded. It's not too bad, to be fair. It's a little bit fiddly, but it's not too bad. But the other reason I want to show you this at the end is because I want to show you the stand with, of course, Dive Bomb. Now, we've got these grooves here, and what we've got is this will slot in like so, like that. So we've got lots of articulation there in what we know is going to be the ankle. And to be honest, that's pretty much it. As you can see, that is how he's going to be a foot. We can, of course, splay these toes out as well. And again, it looks pretty good. But to be honest, of course, I'm not going to be displaying him in this mode. I'm going to be displaying him in his robot. But I just wanted to show you this with Famini, or Mini Dive Bomb, however you want to refer to him. So we can open up this, open up that as well. You can fold this over. To be honest, you can do this with whoever. And what we can do is you can bring this around the back, so we can grab around one of his legs, or indeed around one of his waists, and he will be elevated like so, and you can pose and lift up in lots of different ways, which I think is really good. That's a much better use for this particular stand, rather, well, while you're waiting, obviously, for him to become a foot. But there you go, just wanted to add that at the end. Once again, if I got anything wrong, please do let me know. I'm very new to these figures, and I'm still learning myself, but I hope this video review helped. Let me know in the comments, guys. Take care. Okay then, so he's back in his robot mode, and let's have a look how he looks with his accessories and do some comparisons. So I've got him back in his robot mode, and I'm pretty sure, as I say, this is the way that he should now fully look. Now again, it's up to yourselves how you want the horns, and I've also noticed that they're actually a translucent plastic as well, so these can be rotated to the back if you want, or indeed to the front. To be honest, it's hard to gauge how it goes. I think perhaps it looks perhaps a little bit better like this around to the front. Unfortunately, these do keep squeaking all the way through. As I've already said, the transformation process will be uploaded separately. It is quite fiddly, to be honest, but hopefully I'll make it easy for you to understand in the tutorial video. So once again, we've got the Cang there with the numbers, where again they were on the back of the forearms and they're on the knees. Everything's sort of tucked away in here quite neatly. I suppose we could, if we wanted to, let me just see. Yeah, you could put the weapon for storage at the back if you wanted to there. And then, of course, you can take his sword, which has got that lovely detail there of that spinning round. That fits in. It looks stunning. For what it's worth, let's do the G1 next to him. I suppose that's just more of a size comparison than anything else. Let's take the blaster off, and let's put the blaster in his hands, though, because this... yeah, that looks really good, to be fair. To be honest, it doesn't look that bad against the original one. Let's do some comparisons then. So there's, of course, Agamemnon, Megatron. There is a Hasbro Core Class. There's a Magic Square. And, of course, we've got Hawk here. Just a few other figures I'm going to bring in just to give you some idea. There is a new deluxe one, so he's not too far. If I bring the original one out of the way, he's not too far with the huge head on, a normal, I suppose, deluxe size figure. And I'm sure you'd agree, you know, he looks great with all of them. I think the biggest thing that surprised me with these is the quality. But like I said, with Firmino, you do get what you pay for. These are about 4 times the cost of a standard core class figure, but they are breathtakingly good, and in fact, such high quality and very detailed. They really are. Let's just stand him up there, move him out of the way. And what I've decided to do, I'm going to do another bit at the end. I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to get him into his alternate mode. Well, not his alternate. I'm going to get him into his beast mode. And then we'll see how we can display the stand with this guy as well, because I think it'll go much better with him rather than with Landmini. But there you go. That pretty much concludes the review, apart from the bit coming up in a second. But there he is in his robot mode. I think, as I say, that's definitely it for seeing him in his robot mode. Alternate mode was great. I'm definitely going to be displaying him in his robot mode. You know, I think he looks far superior to his alternate mode in this particular version. Right, last bit coming up now, and let's have a look at that.